A home inspection is something that is almost never required, but I always, say it again, always suggest. You would not buy a car without having a mechanic look at it, right? I hope not. And if you're doing that, stop it. Hey guys, LTV, DTI, ARM, what? Oh my gosh, right? So many terms. Stay tuned with me till the end of this video, and I'm going to teach you all about the top mortgage terms and abbreviations that you need to know. My name is Stephanie Weeks, and you've come to your one-stop shop for anything and everything mortgage education. I post new videos every Tuesday and Saturday. Please give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified. I have helped thousands of customers with their mortgage financing, and now my mission is to help millions of you with mortgage education, since I can't do loans for everybody. But I want you all to understand everything and what's going on. So after helping thousands and thousands of customers and being recognized in the top 1% in the nation for loan officers in loan production for several years running, I have started to create these videos, which I hope that you find very educational and not too boring because, I mean, let's face it, mortgages, they're not fun. Do you want to end up in loan denial? Do you want to end up losing tons of money? Do you want to have headaches? Do you want to have late closings? I'm sure the answer to all those questions is no. So great news, I've got your back. Hang tight with me for this video, and I'm going to help you with all the terminology that you need to know, and I'm also going to share a download with you as well. You know when you do something and it becomes second nature when you've been doing it for so long? And that's kind of how it is for me with 17 years of mortgage experience at this point. There's so many words, abbreviations, and terminology that's just second nature to me. And sometimes I have to stop myself and go, wait a minute, slow down, slow your roll, back up, explain what that term means, because you can see that people's eyes might start to glaze over. So I have my little notes here with my cute little phone case, which I love so much, by the way. But so I wrote down 25 terms that I think would be super helpful, and it's going to be a little bit long, not too long though. So don't hit pause. Don't leave me hang in there with me. But we've got appraisal, which is to assess the value of the property. That is different from an inspection. We've got principal. That is the portion of your payment that goes to repay the loan balance, not to repay the interest. That's the principal portion of your payment, principal. APR, annual percentage rate, what the cost of the money is to you. Maybe your interest rate is 3%, but it cost you $4,000 in closing costs to get that. So who knows? Maybe your APR is 3.4697, whatever. But APR, that is annual percentage rate, is again the cost of the money. Term, that's going to be your loan term. You know, a lot of people don't realize you don't just have 15 and 30-year options to choose from. We have 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30-year terms. That's your fourth term I'm sharing with you. Number 5, pre-approval. That's where you get pre-approved to go purchase a home, and your lender can issue a pre-approval letter. Amortization. That is, again, basically the term and figured out the amortization and the amortization schedule to look at and say, okay, what am I paying in principal each month? What am I paying in interest? It gives you month by month by month for the whole entire term of the loan and shows you the amortization of the loan. Assets, basically checking, savings, stocks, bonds, CDs, 401k, IRA. It is your assets. Fixed rate mortgage. Talked about that in another video. Fixed rate mortgage. So your mortgage interest rate is fixed for the term of the loan. While number 9 is adjustable rate mortgage, or ARM. That means that your rate is going to adjust at different stages with different caps depending upon what you sign and agree to for that loan. 10, homeowners insurance, also called hazard insurance, also abbreviated HOI. Yes, I know. It's like, why does everything have to have 3 different variations? But what can I say? We like to keep it exciting in mortgage lending and not just have one term mean one thing, but it might mean 5 different things or have 5 variations. So homeowners insurance, that's the insurance that protects your property in case of some type of issue or catastrophe or damage or loss. That protects your home and ensures you to be able to rebuild the home, replace the home, fix what's wrong, Property taxes. So you have sales taxes, you know about that, right? Well, property taxes are the taxes that are assessed on the value of your property, and you pay those every single year. But if you have an escrow account, you're paying in every month, and then the bill's paid out that one time a year. Okay, we've got number 12, DTI, debt to income. DTI, debt to income. All of your debts using minimum payment required, plus your new proposed house note, in relation to your income, that gives us your DTI, or debt to income. Down payment, pretty self-explanatory, but still covering the term, down payment. That's the amount that you're putting down on the price of the home, and that way your price may not match your loan amount. Private mortgage insurance, also called MIP for the government loans, PMI for the non-government loans, and that is a type of insurance that gives you no benefit. No benefit. It protects the lender in case you default on the loan. It helps them to offset their losses. Now, while I say it gives you no benefit, it really does, because if you're like most of us, we don't have 20% to put down, right? So mortgage insurance helps those of us who don't to get a loan without a large down payment. So it does benefit you in that way. Title. When you are financing a home, we want to have clear title to make sure there's no liens or encumbrances, because your mortgage lien wants to lien the title, basically, or lien the property, the title to the property. So you've got title. Then we have real estate agent. Of course, real estate agent, realtor, agent, interchangeable terms. But that's a person who helps you to negotiate the purchase of a home. A lot of people think, oh, they just show you properties. Oh my gosh, if you even know the stuff that they have to do for you, it is a lot, and there is a reason they get paid. So real estate agent. Earnest money deposit, also called EMD, also called deposit, also called good faith money. That is the money that you give the seller in good faith that, hey, we agree to these terms, and I'm serious. I really want to buy the house. So here's some money, I don't know, $500, $1,000, whatever you agree to say in good faith that I do plan to buy this home and I do plan to go to closing. Home inspection. Remember, that's different than an appraisal. A home inspection is something that is almost never required, but I always, say it again, always suggest. You would not buy a car without having a mechanic look at it, right? I hope not. And if you're doing that, stop it. You should not, shall I say, spend so much money, possibly the biggest purchase of your entire life, and not make sure the condition of the property is acceptable for what you're willing to purchase. Closing costs. Now, that's different than prepaid items, which is prepaid taxes and insurances. Sticking another term in there, prepaids. Closing costs. Closing cost is lender, appraiser, title company, clerk of court, maybe termite certificate, maybe home inspector. Let's see, what am I missing? Maybe credit report, maybe discount points that you're buying the rate, you're spending to buy the rate, seller concessions. In the mortgage realm, there's a different term to this than in other realms. But in our realm, seller concessions is what is the seller agreeing to do for you? And most of the time, that's when you negotiate that the seller is going to pay some closing costs and prepaid items for you, so that you don't have to come up with all of that money, because it does add up really, really quickly. Okay, then we have escrow. Escrow is a non-interest bearing account where you're putting money in with your lender each month, maybe for taxes and insurances, and they're holding it separate from your mortgage, right? Even though you're making that payment, they're putting it in two spots. And then when that tax bill comes due once a year, or the home insurance comes due once a year, they pull the money from escrow that you've paid, and they go ahead and pay that annually for you. That is escrow. Discount points are when you pay fees to buy down your interest rate. So you are buying to a lower interest rate. Title insurance. Okay, there's owner's title insurance and there's lender's title insurance. A title company can tell you so much more about this than I can, but title insurance protects you and or the lender, depending upon what you get, in case there's any encumbrances on the title or issues that were either missed or maybe not even seen, right? Maybe there's like so many ways we can go with that, but it's not just because somebody missed something. It's because something might have been legitimate but not filed correctly. And so there's different things that could cause issue with title. And so the lender wants protection, and you should get protection too. Get owner's title insurance. That's what I say. So term number 25 is closing disclosure. Your closing disclosure is the document that you get at closing that breaks down exact numbers to the penny of your loan transaction, either purchase or refinance. Closing disclosure. I'm going to give you 2 downloads today, and I'm going to put the link below. So the first one is, let me look at my cheat sheet here, purchase process checklist. And then I've also got another download with another cheat sheet with mortgage terminology that you need to know, because there's so many things to try to remember. Thank you so much for watching. And if you feel like that you might win now at the mortgage game, then type win in the comments below. All caps, W-I-N. I really, really hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to be notified, share it with your friends, share it with your family, and check out some other videos that I'm going to drop here for you guys as well. And let's connect on social media. My website is stephanieweeks.com, and my Insta is _the real Stephanie Weeks. I would love to hear from you.